Today is all about putting things in my mouth, and you're gonna watch. Eventually we'll eat so much that we'll have the ultimate toad, but for now everything's going in my mouth except the bombs. Mostly coins, I'm on a diet of gold, but then of course the occasional bug as well, and whatever that thing was. This monster just has an insatiable appetite, look at him. He just always wants more, there can never be enough in his mouth. And you get in my mouth, and you get in my mouth, and you get in my mouth. I know I've only been playing for 30 seconds, but I'm really enjoying this, and I want to see what this idiot turns into. We're already up to 16 kills. Ultimately, I'm aiming for about 7 or 8 billion really, so we'll see if we can hit those kind of numbers. Gonna have to put a lot of things in my mouth to get that big. I'm not really sure what happens if a bug gets to me before I eat him, but all that protein is paid off. His legs have developed enough strength to hold and rest up his body. Wow, we have legs. Whoop, don't eat the bomb. And good news, we're eating birds now. We've moved up the food chain, and flying mice. And rabbits.
There's no stopping me now.
The local wildlife is completely doomed. I feel like that's often the case, pretty much any game I play really. A lot of bad things happen to the things around me. Kinda miss having an auto clicker right now, but I'm just gonna have extra coffee to make up for that. Pretty sure I can click faster than any auto clicker anyways. It is I, guardian of the pond. Nothing gets past my stalwart defenses. It all goes straight into my mouth and disappears forever. I just realized I should be spending these coins on upgrades. I thought it had been a while since I had any upgrades, so slow-mo I haven't really used yet. I don't know what shrink less is. Less bombs for sure. That's just less stress. Wow, I got a lot bigger on that. I am the pond now. Get in my mouth, get in my mouth, get in my mouth, get in my mouth, get in my mouth. It's basically your mom simulator, am I right? I got so frantic and excited that I clicked right off the screen. So we're up to 64, 65 kills now. Time for an upgrade. Let's make myself bigger. Growth speed up. How big are we now? We're taking up the entire screen. I feel like at this point I don't have to use my tongue. Everything should just naturally kind of go into my mouth. There we go. Now we're getting big. We're a thick boy now. He's on a conquest to become the largest being in the universe. And now we're eating full-size animals like neighborhood dogs and raccoons. Everyone loves a good entree, especially when it's the trash panda. What else we got? Coins are fun and all, but can I have more of the animals? Maybe beloved pets, even children, probably full-size people pretty soon too at the rate this thing's growing. Oh, that hurt? Actually it didn't really. I'm pretty tough now. Okay, we ate a bird, we ate a raccoon, and a bomb. Okay, we're gonna pay to keep going. I got a little antsy in my clicking and eating. Achievement unlocked. It's a toady dog world. Yeah, that's like the 6th dog I've eaten, but thank you. Maybe I should be doing slow-mo, or at least investing a little bit in slow-mo. I also want less bombs in a big way, because if I hit slow-mo, it looks like this. And then I can just very slowly eat whatever I want, and it's way too easy at that point. I'm a real toad. I don't need slow-mo. I'm flying by the seat of my pants. And I've had so much coffee that I'm seeing real life in slow motion. Like, I feel like I'm 30 seconds into the future from where I'm currently at. And I have a really bad habit of clicking off the screen because I get a little excited. There's so much to put in my mouth. How can I resist? I don't know what that bird's doing down there, but he was definitely hovering around in the corner being a weirdo. I don't know if he had a plan in mind or not, but he didn't get me. I don't really understand. Is this a clicker game? Is this an evolution game? Is it a god game? Oh, it's starting into a god game. I think evolution took a wrong step here, because we have more heads than I think we should, but we've already eaten a deer, and I think that was a koala. I don't really know what it was. I don't really care. If it's alive, it's going in my mouth. If it's not alive, it's also going in my mouth. Ooh, almost ate the bomb. Speaking of which, let's add a little bit of health because that's cheap. Don't entirely sure what shrink less means, but growth speed is also a big one. So let's go shrink less because I don't want to shrink less. I'm just not really sure what it means. What was that up there? Did anyone else see that? I got an achievement for something. I don't know what that was. It sounded angry to be eaten. To be fair, I would be angry to be eaten. Oh, it's a buffalo. We're a frog that eats buffalo. We ate 105 somethings, and we're 17.8 meters tall, which is probably a pretty big frog. But that's not going to stop me on my conquest of a universe. Nothing's going to stop me. Is it bad that I already forgot what ended my run 10 seconds ago? This is the problem when you live in the future. You don't really understand what happens in the present. Get in my mouth. You get in my mouth. You get in my mouth. Should I just wait for animals and not... Oh, I don't have to click the coins. I didn't know that. You learn so much when you play games. Look at this happy little family. They're all, you know, part of one entity, but they're a happy little family. Only this one gets to eat though. The other ones just have to watch. They're supervisory mouths. Oh, this is so different now that I don't have to click on coins. I feel out of sync. I would have been making so much more money this entire time. Well, it's like I always say, it's really painful being this stupid, but probably not as painful as being this thing. I had to check my phone for a second and something touched me.
Nothing touches me. I do the touching in this universe.
I am the toucher. They are the touchy. I unlocked a comic page and we melted into a puddle. Something has gone horribly wrong. Do you think? Because Yeah, I think frogs are way better as a puddle. And this is only stage 5. I can't even imagine what I'm eating now. People! Well, one was a zombie, one was a woman with a knife. I don't know which I prefer. There's also a man with a golf club. Ow. You think the legend would have spread that there's a giant frog mutant eating everything and not to approach it, because everything that goes near it gets consumed. The ultimate toucher. Even the cops with the guns don't stand a chance. It'd probably be better if they, you know, shot the frog puddle, whoops, instead of slowly walking towards it. I might need more health, because I'm not really paying attention anymore, because I'm not taking it very seriously. And more growth speed. What if that's like an experience thing? The more growth speed we have, the faster this thing gets bigger. That makes sense to me. Not that it needs any help. It's been alive for 15 minutes and it's already consuming the police force. Oh, cheeky bomb. Those used to show up so much. Now there's so very few of them. There might be more coins than there was before too. It's a little bit hard to tell. I think I just ate a homeless person. Or it was maybe someone having a very rough day. It's a little bit hard to tell at this point. There's a lot going on. Might have also been a zombie. But I don't discriminate. All people are the same to me. Food. Stage 6. The toad is back to being a solid creature, but it's no longer a toad. I think we left that a long time ago. Its body has the ability to grow parts of any creatures it consumes by pushing them through the skin. That's fun. So we're gonna be a zombie toad thing. I don't know why, but we're suddenly wearing a hat. That was the ultimate evolution. We got a hat. We're also eating armored cars, full on. Basically Grand Theft Auto, but I'm a toad. Or a universe destroying entity. There's a helicopter, so yeah, things are getting serious now. They're finally realizing the threat that is the toad. So throwing helicopters at me, SWAT cars, police cars, still nothing too hardcore though. You think they would, you know, send more than individual men with guns. I can't be stopped by such simple means. You're gonna need a nuclear arsenal for this thing. Cause there can never be too many things to get in my mouth. That was quick. He's becoming more stable, not mentally. Body parts grow and stay. He has grown several legs, a tail, wings, and even a new hat. Just what we needed. This just gets better and better. I couldn't have designed a better thing myself. You think of all the things he's eaten and all the money he's acquired, he would have a nicer hat. Now they're getting serious. They're firing Hummers and missiles and jets at me. All of which inevitably wind up in my mouth. Even you, the viewer, is going to wind up in my mouth. You gotta get the jets quickly, otherwise they'll launch their missile. But then technically you get to put 2 things in your mouth. Whoops. 30 coins is well worth it. I'm in such a reflex now. I see something, I put it in my mouth. I don't ask questions anymore. Talk about conditioning. Oh, that was quick. The ghosts have turned into screaming tadpoles. I feel like that's backwards. They grow longer and more frantic as they flail, trying to escape their fate. What fate? Are we gonna eat them too? Because I mean, I will. We're eating entire houses at a time now. Orange houses, purple houses. They're just throwing houses at us. They've given up entirely. That's a skyscraper. I don't know what the red thing was that touched me. There's a house. There's some Wizard of Oz stuff going on here. Get in my mouth. Get in my mouth. Get in my mouth. Not you. You're the one thing I don't want in my mouth. Because I'm not very picky when it comes to these things. I think the skyscrapers are like extra. That's why they make a fun sound. But they're just hard to see because they're way on the edge of the map. And it's scary to reach out there because if I, you know, happen to hit a bomb, I'm doomed anyways. Let's get less bombs again. Shrink less for, I don't know. And probably some health. There we go. That's better. We can slow-mo it if we want again. There's so... Ooh, look at all the buildings suddenly. Maybe slow-mo gives you a bonus. I think I also got hit by a skyscraper, which probably hurt a lot. Okay, slow-mo actually screws me up more than anything. Like I said, I'm living in the future, so slow motion just does not work for me. I got some kind of achievement, and I definitely just touched another thing, so I've really got to actually start paying attention. It actually gets hard at this point. Or the coffee's wearing off and my reflexes are getting a little bit slow. Wow, they're coming in hot and heavy, but I'm gonna level up so quickly. Oh, oops. So that time I ate 211 entities and I got 1,500 meters tall, which is pretty big. This one really sums it up nicely though. I'm eating this guy while ripping this child in half. Anyways, where was I? Eating entire buildings, soon to be countries and or cities. Basically everything. If it's important to someone, I want to put it in my mouth. I think the hardest part of all this is eating things that come from below because there's so little screen there. I can't see it before it gets to me and like that. And the coins, there's so many coins that it's hard to see past them. So today at work, I got to see how many things I could put in my mouth. Turns out it was like an entire city. Stage 9, the tadpoles violently fought each other, tying the body knot together. They went tighter and tighter, only one tadpole survived, and now is known as the Great Tightening. Oh, it's really a shame I already made a mom joke. This toad has already lost all touch with reality and knows only consumption and death. Finally, a toad that gets me. There we go, now we're a full-size toad. Pretty sure they get this big somewhere in the world. But I'm not a biologist, or whatever studies toads. A toadologist? I'm eating entire mountains and cities at this point. I'm definitely bigger than skyscrapers. Come here, give me some islands. I want my own islands. island city. It's actually getting harder and harder to eat coins because I'm so busy trying to defend myself from the cities that are inevitably making them way toward me, because I probably have my own gravitational pull at this point. In fact, I'm quite sure I do, because this would have a lot of mass. So that's why the islands are floating off of the earth and coming toward us, obviously. That's just physics, obviously. We unlocked a comic page that can explain to us why we're doing what we're doing. Oh, there we go. Stage 10. Look how happy he is. See, this is why you set goals, because when you reach them, you get so happy. It's only after becoming a planet of his own has a Toad remembered who he truly is. He floats around to wherever he may end up. Deep inside his motionless body is a core so powerful that has its own gravitational force. He is life. He is love. He is Toadled. Well, Toadled's not done eating yet. Who's throwing bombs at me in space? Satellites aren't that big, by the way. Cities and islands are bigger than satellites. Ooh, is that a sun? Ooh, there's a planet. There we go. We're eating entire planets at a time. We're getting so excited we're putting bombs in our mouth. Well, we've become a galaxy-destroying entity because we're eating, planets, aliens, asteroids, all sorts of things. Suns themselves. Stars, I guess, is they're probably more accurately called. But you know what, whatever. If you want accurate scientific terms, you're not in the right place for that. We started as a humble little toad. I think I'm about to die because I'm just getting bombarded with everything. And, wow, slow motion is horrible. Why would you use slow motion? So our height reached a total of 500,000 meters, which is pretty big. Maybe ultimately this is really a love story about a toad that just loves putting things in his mouth, even the aliens.